Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of season 2 of Let's Play Battlefield Yugoslavia. Today we are fighting in the same city as in episode 4. Due to the unfortunate fact that a KLA counteroffensive drove our forces out of the city. They were able to retake their bridge and to overrun the entire area. Therefore, we have had to send in the elite forces, the Yugoslav army, the Vojska Yugoslavia, to deal with this threat. As you can see, the KLA hasn't left a single moment unused. They've begun to reinforce their positions and have established fortifications. We're going to have to use some intelligent tactics to stop them this time around. It seems that they aren't the only ones who've brought in some elite soldiers. And I can bet that there's more than enough Western special forces in there as well. Now I'm gonna take this vehicle and I am going to continue my assault on that mosque. I apologize if my voice is a bit weak, but I am quite sick at the moment and I apologize of course. I have a blocked nose and a bit of a throat infection, so I won't be shouting as much as I do in other episodes. I'll be speaking more calmly when possible. Now we've captured the mosque. Thank God. Now let's continue our attack. Our second liberation, our re-liberation of this village. A phenomenon of this war so far seems to be the fact that we've had to liberate almost every single area twice. First, us the Serbian Special Police, and afterwards us the Serbian/Yugoslav Armed Forces. I'm not complaining about the fact that I get to kill more KLA terrorists in every location, however I'm complaining about the lack of difference in the scenery. Nonetheless, I've learned from my mistakes last time round, and hopefully in this battle, accompanied by this portrait of whoever this Shiptar rat is, I should be able to strike back successfully. Now, we shall strike once again. We shall charge, and we shall not give way! Živelja Srbije! Shiptare na vrbe! And with those nationalist outcries shouted, we shall be ready to overcome whatever obstacles stand in our way. We will take this town back from the terrorists, even if it means reducing it to rubble. And I vow that I will not leave this town until either every single Serb or every single Albanian within it is dead. And I am not going to go back on my word. Now who's this? Mr. Halit Kabadani. Now that doesn't sound like an Albanian name. It certainly doesn't. And this motherfucker there doesn't look like an Albanian either with that stunned look on his face. Probably a goddamn Turk. And the Turks aren't the only ones who have sent volunteers to help the KLA. Information has recently reached my desk alleging that a large number of Albanian Catholics are taking part in this insurgency as well. Obviously enough with the assistance of the foul Pope in the Vatican. Now this isn't the first time that the papacy has intervened in our affairs. It's been done before in Croatia and in Bosnia, where they supported the evil Ustaše. And so, I amn't surprised to see Mr. John Paul II shoving his grubby mitts into the Kosovar crisis. As well as this, I have heard that a number of neo-fascist volunteers have also arrived to aid the Kosovo Liberation Army, including Ukrainian Banderite fascists, the type that have arrived in the news stories of the last 2 or 3 years. The men who have fought in the Donbass, or who shall fight in the Donbass, excuse me, are honing their skills here in Kosovo. And so I'm gonna put them down here and now. I'm gonna continue the ancient, or should I say not so ancient, Chetnik and partisan tradition, and I shall declare today that I shall stop every single element that conspires against the freedom of the Serbs. No matter what nationality or religion they may belong to, I will fight against them if they are opposed to Serbia. Because this is not the first fascist conspiracy against our great nation. Fascist forces have been undermining the Serbian and Yugoslav states for over 60 years. It started with Mussolini, and if I have it my way, it will end with the KLA. Now let's shout proudly, Smrt fascizmu! Življe Yugoslavia! There we go, overkill at its best. My apologies to Slobodan Markovic, that was collateral damage. Now that we've liberated half of the city for the second time, we can safely assume that the KLA is starting to run out of troops. But to demoralize them further, I am going to show exactly what I think of this Islamic uprising. I am going to demolish this mosque with my invisible rockets, which have been blessed by the Serbian Orthodox Church. Honestly, the entire rocket launcher smells of incense, because it is a glorious Serbian Orthodox righteous, godly rocket launcher that fires holy rockets. And by God, I will use them to cleanse these heretics and these infidels from Kosovo. I'm already starting to lose my voice in anger. I promised not to shout, and I've already broken this promise. I apologize. I really do. If anything, I owe myself an apology. So I'm going to whip out the old Zastava assault rifle and give it another shot. Because if I can't stop this KLA counterattack, nobody can. It's as if these bullets are magnetic. I don't even have to fire at one of these shiptars, and it's already a guaranteed hit. Either way, so long as the bullet puts them down like the dogs that they are, I am happy. Now who's this motherfucker here? Salih Haradinaj! Get fucked! You heard me right, you servant of Satan. Now I'm going to attack this temple compound once more. And I am going to liberate it in the name of orthodoxy. And nobody is going to stand in my way. Here we go! And there we went. God damn it! It looks like we might actually lose this battle. This is not the result that I am looking for. And I will not accept this result until I die. We need to deprive the KLA of their base areas. Only this way can we hope for victory. The situation continues to grow increasingly desperate, but I'm gonna slit a throat before I die. Whew. Milorad, thank you very much. I owe you my life. Well, I lost it anyway, and that Albanian bullet also buried me, so at least it's a 2-in-1. A fair deal, if you ask me. Now let's get our revenge. Fuck this. The situation is growing ever more desperate. And I am growing ever more angry. I cannot allow the Serbian forces to be defeated this way, because we are simply the best around. And nothing and nobody will ever keep us down. Not these Shiptar rats, not the swine in Riyadh, Ankara, Washington or Berlin, and not anybody else. We Serbs are supermen, and we shall show this to the world. Radovan Stepanovic, may the devil take you. The battle is growing fiercer, but we can't allow ourselves to be stopped. With the protection of this Bov armored car, I am going to assist my comrades in their assault on the temple. Here we go, gunning them down like fish in a barrel. Let's take some pressure off our troops while we're at it. Because we're down by 70 points, which is absolutely inexcusable. Let's strike back again. They're just standing here, waiting for us to run them over. Now, it seems that this truck is quite resilient, so I am going to dodge it. I'm going to take this base on foot. And not a single jihadi rat is going to stop me. There we go. We have the protection of this small building here. We'll gun down any Shiptar rats. And thankfully our comrade Igor Matic is here to back us up. This is it. We're about to have a fighting chance again. And we'd better get it back before I break out into a fit of coughing. There we go. The KLA is now bleeding points. We have captured the entire citadel. And now we shall obliterate them for good. They won't be counterattacking ever again. These Albanian demon spawn shall meet their end. That motherfucker tried lunging at me right there. Fuck's sake. Alright, I'm gonna need to get my hands on some heavy weaponry, because it looks like a counterattack is being staged. We've lost another base! God damn it! Let's strike back now, because it's now or never! Once this city is taken, we shall continue to fight the KLA in the countryside. And once the KLA is defeated and the border with Albania recaptured, we are by God going to build a wall on the border. And we are going to make Albania pay for it. So that an insurgency like this can never happen again. In the name of Christ, we shall strike back. These brain-dead motherfuckers here are actually playing dead. And I would have fallen for it too. We've regained some of our advantage, but not enough. We need to get back down there and fight. Do I see a Shiptar? Yes, I do. Well, the Zastava shall go crack and the Shiptar shall die. There we go. The sound of my rifle is music to my ears. And now we shall strike again. It seems that the bridge can't even be captured here. Which is good for me, because this KLA has invested quite a significant chunk of its forces into this battle. And we've decimated them so greatly that it would not even be worthwhile trying to cut them off. We're about to reach parity in manpower. And once that's done, we shall have a guaranteed victory. Now, the Zastava plant has been recaptured and so has the Citadel. Now we just have to finish these terrorists off. Come on, get over here so I can slit your throat. I'm gonna carve your ass! You Shiptar swine! God damn it! To tell the truth, things are harder than they were in the previous campaign. Because back in the Croatian and Bosnian wars, we always fought the fascists and the jihadists separately. But today, in the guise of the KLA, under the guise of the KLA, the fascist and jihadist causes are united. And the devil is conspiring against us. The great Satan of Washington and the Satan of the Bible as well. It's honestly a pain in the ass having to deal with these KLA fighters knowing exactly where I'm going to be. It really is. So I am going to get back at them right now. Who wants to die? Here we go. The meal of the day is debt. We have won a victory. Although we took heavy casualties in achieving it, we have evicted the KLA once and for all from this city. They shall never be capable of commencing a counterattack to retake it ever again. We shall carry on in our fight against these terrorists, and we shall go through thick and thin to defeat them for good. If you enjoy the series, do not forget to leave a like and a comment and to subscribe to my channel. I've been the Nerd Gamer, and this has been Battlefield Yugoslavia. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for today.